Dreesens, China's new electric car technology. A comprehensive overview. China is rapidly emerging as the global leader in the electric vehicle (EV) industry, with advancements in technology, policy, and manufacturing reshaping the global automotive landscape. The country has become not only the world's largest market for electric cars, but also a key innovator in the development of new technologies that are setting the standards for the future of transportation. In this video, we'll explore the many facets of China's electric car revolution, covering everything from the latest in battery technology to the rise of homegrown EV manufacturers and the role of government policies in accelerating the shift towards cleaner, more sustainable transportation. 1. The growth of China's electric car market. China's electric vehicle market has experienced exponential growth over the past decade. In 2023 alone, China accounted for over half of global EV sales, with more than 7 million electric cars sold within the country. This is part of a broader trend where the adoption of electric vehicles is no longer seen as a niche market, but a mainstream movement, with both consumers and manufacturers recognizing the long-term advantages of electric mobility. The rise of electric vehicles in China is driven by a combination of factors, including government incentives, rapidly improving technology, and a growing awareness of environmental issues. As of 2023, China has already invested billions into the development of EV infrastructure, including the creation of extensive charging networks and policies that favor the adoption of electric cars. With the government's ongoing commitment to reducing carbon emissions and promoting green technology, the EV sector continues to thrive. 2. Breakthroughs in battery technology. One of the key elements of China's electric car technology is its innovation in battery technology. Lithium-ion batteries, which power most electric vehicles, have seen major advancements in China. In particular, Chinese companies have made significant strides in increasing the energy density, reducing the cost, and improving the lifespan of these batteries. Solid-state batteries. One of the most exciting developments in China's battery tech is the research into solid-state batteries. These batteries, which replace the liquid electrolyte in traditional lithium-ion batteries with a solid one, promise to offer higher energy densities, faster charging times, and improved safety. Companies like Qingdao Energy Development, a Chinese battery manufacturer, are at the forefront of this research, and while solid-state batteries are not yet widely available, they hold great promise for the future. LFP batteries. Lithium iron phosphate. Another key innovation is the widespread adoption of LFP batteries. Unlike traditional lithium-ion batteries, which use nickel or cobalt as key components, LFP batteries rely on lithium iron phosphate, making them cheaper and less reliant on rare minerals. Chinese companies such as CATL, Contemporary Amperex Technology, TACO Limited, one of the world's largest battery manufacturers, have been pushing LFP technology forward, which has driven down the cost of electric vehicles, making them more affordable for the average consumer. Battery recycling. As China scales up its EV production, it has also invested heavily in battery recycling technology. With millions of electric cars on the road, battery disposal and recycling become a significant challenge. Chinese firms have been developing systems to recycle lithium-ion batteries, extracting valuable materials such as lithium, cobalt, and nickel to reduce the environmental impact and supply chain dependence on raw material extraction. Companies like GEMCO and Huayu Cobalt are leading the way in battery recycling, making it an essential part of China's long-term sustainability goals. 3. The rise of Chinese electric vehicle manufacturers. In addition to advancements in battery technology, China has seen the rise of several homegrown electric vehicle manufacturers that are challenging established global brands. These companies are not only dominating the domestic market, but are also beginning to make inroads into international markets. BYD, build your dreams. BYD is perhaps the most famous Chinese EV manufacturer and one of the largest producers of electric vehicles in the world. Initially known for its battery technology, BYD has successfully expanded into electric cars, buses, and trucks. With a comprehensive lineup that includes everything from budget-friendly models to premium EVs, BYD has been able to meet the demands of a diverse consumer base. The company has aggressively expanded into overseas markets, including Europe, and is positioning itself as a global player in the EV sector. NIO, another leading EV manufacturer from China, is NIO, known for its premium electric SUVs and sedans. NIO has gained significant attention for its innovative features, such as battery swapping stations, which allow drivers to quickly replace depleted batteries rather than wait for them to charge. This innovation has set NIO apart from competitors in the EV market and is an example of how Chinese companies are not just copying, but innovating in the electric vehicle space. XPeng Motors. XPeng Motors is another key player in China's electric car industry. Known for its smart, tech-forward vehicles, XPeng is competing with companies like Tesla and NIO with models that feature advanced driver assistance systems and AI-powered features. XPeng is also focusing on autonomous driving technology and has launched its own self-driving features that are rapidly evolving. Li Auto. Li Auto focuses on extended-range electric vehicles, EREVs, which combine an electric powertrain with a small gasoline engine that acts as a generator to extend the vehicle's range. This approach has made Li Auto a popular choice in China, especially for consumers who are concerned about the range limitations of fully electric vehicles. The company has quickly established itself as one of the top EV producers in China. These companies, alongside many others, have benefited from a combination of competitive pricing, technological innovation, and government backing, allowing them to compete globally and challenge the dominance of established Western automakers. 4. Government policies and support. The Chinese government has played a crucial role in the growth of the electric vehicle industry through a combination of subsidies, incentives, and ambitious environmental targets. China's policy support for electric vehicles dates back to the early 2000s when it first began offering tax breaks and incentives for EV buyers. Since then, the government has expanded these measures, offering substantial subsidies to both consumers and manufacturers of electric vehicles. Subsidies and tax incentives. The Chinese government has provided direct subsidies to buyers of electric vehicles, reducing the upfront cost of EVs. Additionally, tax breaks and exemptions from registration fees have made EVs more attractive to consumers. In 2020, China also introduced a nationwide program to encourage the installation of EV charging infrastructure, which has further supported the adoption of electric vehicles. Industry regulations and standards. The Chinese government has also set ambitious targets for the EV industry. By 2025, China plans to have electric vehicles account for 25% of total car sales. The government has enacted various policies to encourage manufacturers to meet these targets, including offering financial support for R&D, promoting the development of battery technologies, and setting minimum requirements for vehicle range and charging infrastructure. Green development initiatives. As part of its broader commitment to reducing carbon emissions, China has also integrated electric vehicle development into its green development agenda. The government has made it a priority to reduce air pollution, and EV adoption is central to these efforts. In addition to encouraging domestic EV production, China has implemented policies to phase out traditional gasoline-powered cars and incentivize the transition to electric vehicles. 5. China's EV charging infrastructure. A major hurdle to the widespread adoption of electric vehicles globally is the availability and accessibility of charging stations. In China, however, this challenge is being actively addressed. The country has invested billions into building one of the world's largest EV charging networks. By 2023, China had more than 2 million public charging points, and the government continues to invest in expanding this network. Fast charging technology. One of the critical areas of innovation in China's EV infrastructure is fast charging technology. Chinese companies such as State Grid Corporation and China Southern Power Grid are leading efforts to deploy ultra-fast charging stations that can charge an EV to 80% in under 30 minutes. These fast charging stations are located along highways and in urban centers, making long-distance travel by EV increasingly feasible. Battery swapping stations. Another unique innovation from China is the development of battery swapping stations. NIO, for example, has built a network of battery swapping stations where drivers can exchange their depleted batteries for fully charged ones in a matter of minutes. This approach addresses concerns about range anxiety and charging time, and it is particularly useful for those who need to quickly get back on the road. The future of electric cars in China. Looking ahead, China's electric car industry shows no signs of slowing down. The government's continued support, coupled with technological advancements and the growing influence of Chinese EV manufacturers. Pulse like, share, and subscribe for more.